What's up, YouTube? We're back again for another Marvel Puzzle Quest video. New character, new 5-star character, Hitmonkey. Another thing that I gotta put my tinfoil hat on for is, why really you guys have the art on your Twitter, but you couldn't put it here. GG's. Anyways, on to the character Hitmonkey, 5-star Hitmonkey nonetheless. I don't know if the 5-star Hitmonkey or if the 3-star Hitmonkey is going to be the same as a 5-star, but I'm not reading that. I see how they did the ISO 8 thing. Okay, so ability is listed at level 255, followed by 450. So 63,000 health, which is a little bit of, I wouldn't really know what to call average health in this game. I honestly don't even know. 55,000, 54,000, who knows? I'm gonna try to make these videos as short as possible so you guys don't, yeah. Anyways, so this character will be taking down the revive meta, which I know Broken Circle, I know they messed up by making Chasm the way he is, right? He dies, he revives, he AoE stuns, his web tiles heal him, he does passive damage. That's like the ultimate character in the game. And then you add on top of that Immortal Hulk, GG's. That's the meta. It is what it is. We had to deal with it for a while, but I don't think they want to relive the past where, I'll mention this again, pre-patch 5-star Gambit. They didn't want to relive that, so they gave us Hitmonkey because Silver Surfer wasn't really doing the job. He was, yeah, he had the disabling revive mechanic, but it was slow. And he didn't really pair well with anybody. He was more of a solo character, so you could pair him... Well, let me take that back. He paired well with everybody, and he was a solo character. But let's get into the abilities. So, Monkey Suit, 6 purple AP, create 3 2-turn create 3 2-turn invisibility countdown tiles. All but one is a decoy tile, which deals 738 damage if matched by an enemy. If Hitmonkey makes a match or uses an ability while invisible, if Hitmonkey makes a match or uses an ability while invisible, he deals 2,215 damage. So right off the rip, you want him to be in the front tanking everything. He deals 2,215 damage to the target and becomes visible. Otherwise, when the countdown tile wait. If Hitmonkey makes a match or uses an ability while invisible, yeah, he deals the damage and becomes visible. Okay, so you don't want him, or you do. I don't know. It's weird. Let me see. Otherwise, when the countdown tile expires, Hitmonkey deals 399 damage to the enemy. Okay, so if he doesn't make a match or deal damage, or use an ability while invisible, the benefit is he hits for AoE. If not, he deals damage and becomes visible. The invisibility tiles are still on the board, so more than likely you want to hit for AoE if you're going up against, obviously, Chasm, Immortal Hulk. She-Hulk, not that big of a deal. Bruce Banner, 5-star, not that big of a deal. This character is solely targeting Chasm and Immortal Hulk. Obviously, all the other revive mechanic characters, but those two are the problem right now in 2-day PvPs, PvP Simulator. Those are the biggest problems we have. Even with boosted Shang-Chi, Chasm still destroys him. And that says a lot because Shang-Chi is one of the hardest hitting, if not the hardest hitting 5-star in the game. So let's see. When the countdown tile expires, Hitmonkey deals 399 damage to the enemy team and becomes visible. Max level. So max level, you deal 2,968 damage. 8,903 damage. Okay, so the decoy tile deals 2,968 damage. he deals 8,903 damage if he makes a match or uses an ability. And then you hit for AoE for 1602. So you do kind of want to deal that 8,000 damage. You want to try to get them down to as low as health as possible, and use the whatever other ability it is to not let them revive. But this ability is more of a choose your poison type ability, right? Let's see. So passive, whenever Hitmonkey becomes visible, convert all his invisibility tiles into basic tiles. Oh, okay, so you don't keep the invisibility tiles. So you make a match with Hitmonkey or use an ability, you lose all your invisibility tiles, but you deal the most damage. You let whatever other character you're using tank and make matches and use abilities. He hits for AoE, and then I guess staying invisible and, you know, letting the AoE pop off and then passive damage will pan out to more than 8k. So 8.9, you know, so I guess staying invisible is more beneficial for him because you want him to destroy and insta down, or whatever you want to call it, the meta. So I'm probably just going to choose keep him invisible if that's possible. If not, GG's. Alright, so level 3 to level 5. Level 3, decoy tiles deal 900 damage if matched by an enemy. Right off the rip. That's not that great because it doesn't say matched or destroyed by an enemy or yourself. So sort of a mediocre somewhat ability in my opinion so far. Okay, so 2,658 target damage, so single target damage, the front runner of the team. 1,021 team damage, that's AoE, max level. So the decoy tiles deal 3,621 damage, single target, 10k, AoE 4k. That's pretty good. So you can kind of choose however the match is going for you. Level 4, creates 5 invisibility countdown tiles. Decoys deal 959. Okay, so decoys deal 3,858 damage. Single target 11k, 11.574, and then AoE 4.101, which doesn't change, right? And level 5, that was level 4. Excuse me. Level 5. Create 6 invisibility tiles. The decoys deal, we're gonna go down here. So decoys deal 5k if matched by an enemy. Okay, now I know why it's not mediocre. I take that back. I need to finish reading the ability before I give my critique on it. But that's insane. I mean, that could easily be 15,000 damage if they match 3 invisibility tiles. It doesn't say that you can only activate this ability once, so it costs 6 purple AP. Stack it with somebody such as Nightcrawler, and then spam Nightcrawler's purple, hoping to cause massive amounts of cascade, generate that 30 purple AP, and insta-kill the entire team. You can work on the character that doesn't have the revive mechanic. You can work on Chasm next, because if you remove all of Chasm's those, I forgot what the tiles are called, with his face on it, but if you remove all of those tiles, he just doesn't revive, and then you can work on Immortal Hulk next. And this is specifically for 2-day PvP, right? But I would assume you'd have to activate this right off the rip. Actually, no, that wouldn't work. I take that back, because Hitmonkey would tank. 15,000 damage. Okay, so decoy tiles deal 5k if matched by an enemy. 3,810 single target damage would be 15, and then AoE is 6. If you're in 5-star land, I would say try to tank with another 5-star and keep Hitmonkey invisible, because wow, the passive, like if they match it, that's 5k, AoE 6k. You could potentially down both characters right off the rip. I'm thinking this is more of a, I don't know. I mean, let's go over the other abilities. Let's see. Monkey Business. Hitmonkey gets down to business. Okay, I'm going to skip all this. Okay, so Guns Blazing. He deals 3,234 damage to the target. Enemies down by this damage cannot return from downed through their own abilities. Okay, so Monkey Business is a 5. Is automatically a 5. I don't care what the ability does. It's a 5 because this is the ability that stops the meta. And it's a lot faster than Silver Surfer. And a lot more efficient because Hitmonkey could be invisible. And then he could easily 1v2 Immortal Hulk and Chasm. And yes, I know Immortal Hulk hits for AoE, but still. So max level 12. Okay, so passive Hitmonkey. Hitmonkey's a professional. He's got a code. He deals 10% increased damage to villains. Take note of this. Villains. Chasm. I'm assuming Chasm's. Let me see. I'm assuming Chasm's a villain. Right? And obviously Immortal Hulk's a villain. So, and She-Hulk. So Chasm, Immortal Hulk, She-Hulk. I don't know if... Oh, Loki. But he's not even that big of a deal. I don't know if 5-star Phoenix. Let me see. If 5-star Phoenix is a... I don't know if she's a villain, but right now we're just going to focus on Chasm and Immortal Hulk, and I'm pretty sure both of them are villains. So he deals 10% increased damage to villains, and any damage he deals to villains automatically downs them if they have less than 15% health. Right off the rip, pay attention. Retribution, 3-star Punisher's red ability, also a very good team up to give to your Alliance members as well for the Galactus boss battle, and I think Apocalypse. No, not Apocalypse. Only Galactus. Apocalypse regens health, excuse me. Also good for any other boss that doesn't regen health. So people originally used it for Galactus boss battle. Before that, they actually used Whales, which now you can't do that against Caecilius. So GG's to that. So let me look at Chasm. Let me see. Sorry about this. I'm on my phone checking because I don't know how to edit and I'm trash at that. Okay, so Chasm is gonna get destroyed by Hitmonkey. Yes, he's a villain. Obviously, we all know Immortal Hulk's a villain. Bruce Banner in this one, I wouldn't consider him a villain, and he is not. The one that we are looking for is 5-star Phoenix. Let me see. 5 stars. 5 stars. So red, green, purple. Phoenix. She is not a villain. So this is basically going to be targeting Chasm, Immortal Hulk. GG's. So level 3 to level 5. So level 3, 20% increased damage to villains. Level 4, 25 increased damage to villains. And level 5, increased damage to villains is 35%. 25% 4, 20% 3. So you're going to have this at 5 automatically because you want him to beat the meta. That's what he is there for. If you are a 5-star land player, you're like, yeah, we already know. It's okay, whatever, we already know. But if you are in 5-star land and you don't really know, you just, champ your first 5 stars, or you're getting in the mix of knowing how to save your resources to champ future 5 stars such as Hitmonkey, I would say champ him if you're having trouble when he comes out. Pull for him, champ him if you have enough resources. Red at 5. Simple. It only costs 7. You can use it twice. And it deals max level. This is base champ 450. It deals 23,526 damage plus 35% on top of that, which I'm not good at math. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But I'm assuming you want to deal as much damage, AoE damage to them as possible, and then pop off with this. Preferably downing Immortal Hulk first. because his AoE is very annoying. That will save you time and health on your other character besides Hitmonkey. And then Hitmonkey's purple will be in effect and will be more effective because AoE doesn't, there will be no AoE on the board unless they're using somebody else, another crazy team. But yeah, Monkey Business, easily a level 5 ability. Onto the so the passive. Okay, the passive is the one that automatically downs up. And you guys got to take note of this. He does not only target Chasm and Immortal Hulk. You guys got to ignore the fact that if you're not worried about the meta, this targets all villains. It does not specify Chasm or Immortal Hulk, even though I am talking about them solely because this character was meant to defeat the meta. Chasm, Immortal Hulk. Okay, simple as that. And I think we do have a list of every villain in the game in our Discord. And we are it's me and one or two other people that are working on doing things like this for my Discord. So people can go in there and, instead of having to look up themselves, they can just go in the Discord. They can look, even if they just use the channels just specifically for, I need to see what villains or whatever, instead of having to go through every single character in the game, since they don't have a UI for villains in the game. They don't have a UI for, so they need to make this in the game. They need to make it searchable by what affiliation they are as well. So if you want villains, click villains on here, certain 3-star, yada yada, add that. It's not that hard. They need to do that. But in the meantime, we are building that up in, making lists and guides and stuff like that in my Discord. It might take a while because, like I said, it's only me and one or two other people. So GG's. All right, on to the next. So, ow. That stings. It's a 7. Wait, okay, so purple's 6. Black is 7. Red is 7. Okay, so let me skip all this. Isolate painful. Okay, so you create a 3-turn Black Bryce countdown tile. And this ability becomes, I'm back, baby. Okay, passive. Bryce, let's see, I'm going to skip all this. Bryce. Okay, so Bryce converts the color of a random tile in the enemy's strongest color to red or purple. Bryce converts the color of a random tile in the enemy's strongest color. So it's if the enemy team's strongest color is red, they'll convert a random red tile to, or black, they'll convert it to red or purple, right? Supernatural enemies deal 10% less damage to Hitmonkey. Okay. So supernatural enemies. Now, so I'm still on the screen of MPQ, and I don't think Chasm's a supernatural. No, he's not supernatural. So every supernatural character in the game deals 10% less damage to Hitmonkey. So he is a tank. He is I want to say support / lead character, and he is a endgame character. Endgame meaning he does and excels very well in the endgame of a match, such as Immortal Hulk or Chasm. Like I said, I'm just using those two as reference because that's why this character's made, and they're there. So supernatural characters deal 10% less damage to Hitmonkey. That's just a big deal. It really is. Characters that negate damage by affiliation wise is crazy. I guess it's a new era in MPQ, right? So level 3 or level 2, okay, wait, what? Level 2 supernatural enemies deal 12% less damage. Level 3 supernatural enemies deal 15. Wow. So let me check Immortal Hulk real quick. Where is he at? He's supernatural, right? No, he's not. And he's not even a villain. So Hitmonkey was not made to... Obviously, he was made to down the revive mechanic units, obviously Immortal Hulk, but he was specifically made to counter Chasm. That's crazy. That is crazy. I mean, obviously you have Okoye Immortal Hulk, but that's not even... I mean, it's not that big of a deal unless like you're just climbing and that's all you have. Whatever, use it to your advantage. But Okoye just makes everybody badass, right? So level 4, create a 4-turn Black Bryce countdown tile. Supernatural enemies deal 18% less damage to Hitmonkey. Wow. Alright, so level 5, supernatural enemies deal 25% less damage to Hitmonkey. Okay, so I am still making that list, but I would think that you want to keep this at 5. Right? Because, I mean, there are some essential supernatural enemies in the game, and maybe in the future they're going to make other supernatural enemies, right? Affiliation enemies. So 355 best build just because red and black negate damage, and red actually no, red increases damage specifically for Chasm, right? And obviously all other villains. I said I'm gonna make this video short and it's already 21 minutes in. Okay, so 355 in my opinion, because if you're going up against a team that has a supernatural affiliation character, obviously put this at 5. If not, put purple at 5. Or you can go 4-5-4, red being 5, purple and black being 4 each. It's not that bad. Okay, so here's a passive for it. Let me see. Bryce distracts the target. Okay, causing them to deal 50% less damage at the beginning of... Okay, so causing them to deal 15% less damage. At the beginning of the enemy's turn, Bryce deals 487 damage to the target, destroys 2 AP in their strongest color, and swaps the positions of 3 random pairs of tiles on the board. If there is no longer a Bryce tile on the board, this ability becomes ow ow that stings. Okay, so you put the Bryce countdown tile and then this happens. Right? So the Bryce countdown tile makes it to where supernatural enemies deal obviously you're going to put it at 5, 25% less damage at level 5. We're just going to go by level 5. And then this one, when you activate that, it becomes I'm back, baby. Let's see, level 3 destroys 3 AP in their strongest color. Level 4, no changes. Okay. And level 5, Bryce deals 575 damage to the target. Swaps the position of 4 random pairs of tiles on the board. Max level 2,312 damage. Okay, so you want this at... I want to say you want this ability at 4. Obviously, supernatural will be 18% instead of 25. But the crazy part about this, and it's gonna, like, I hate to say it, but he, in PvP Simulator, 5-star land team, I would probably pair him with Chasm and Gargantos. Gargantos removes the enemy's AP every turn with his countdown tile. He has his blue ability, which literally nukes any character in the game. I think it's the strongest ability in the game. For 5 stars. And then Chasm, which deals damage, passive damage, depending on how much AP you and your opponent do not have. So he's kind of a feeder to Chasm. So I think the best PvP Simulator team, I have, obviously nobody has play tested it yet. Just from this ability where you destroy 3 AP in their strongest color, right? Level 3. You can put it at 5, and you can swap 4 random tiles, yeah, whatever, and deal extra damage. And take 5% less damage from Supernatural, which is Hitmonkey himself, I think, right? Just from that little ability, like just from this alone, the destroy 3 AP in the enemy's strongest color, that's it. Just from that alone, will make Chasm and will make Hitmonkey and Gargantos fuel Chasm a lot faster, and this will fuel Gargantos a lot faster, because if you hit with Gargantos's blue, he throws out an extra countdown tile, which is 1 turn, and he deals like 4,000 to 5,000 damage every time one of those countdown tiles go off, if the enemy doesn't have any AP in that color that the tile's on. So this can be some kind of crazy passive damage team. Also, you know, Hitmonkey himself destroying other chasms. It could work out for you in PvP Simulator that way. We're gonna have to test it out when he is released. Like, that's crazy. I hate to say it, but he, just from this ability alone, he pairs well with Chasm. And yes, I know other characters have better AP removal abilities than Hitmonkey, but he's new. He got new, you know, not a new mechanic, but like, I guess it's a new mechanic with his red. As for best build, that's crazy because his red automatically at 5. Like, honestly, I don't. So at 3, it deals 15,000 plus 20% on top of that to villains, to Chasm alone. So there's multiple ways you can build him. You can build him 3-5-5, purple being 3. You can build him 5-5-3, black being 3. You could build him 4-5-4, purple and black at 4. You can build him 5-3-5 with red at 3. If you don't see any chasms, use his purple and his black ability to your advantage. And assuming you're not going up against villains, it's GG's. This is a very versatile character. Obviously, there is a set build that, you know, the vets, you know, the veterans of the game and other people are going to be using. It's kind of hard for me to decide what I would use him at, but I'm just going to throw this out there. I think best build would be... I don't want to mess this up. So his red at 5. I think his best build is 5-5-3. I genuinely do. This right here is a specific, right? This black ability is specific to supernatural characters. I'm just gonna go 5-5-3 best build. His black ability, it's good, but it doesn't seem that effective to me. His purple, you're gonna be hitting for AoE, single target damage, passive damage. His red ability, setting up for mid to end game and insta killing those characters. You know, it's basically a retribution. So yeah, best build, 5-5-3. Best PvP simulator team right now, right off the top of my head, I can think of a combo, which is obviously Gargantos, Chasm, Hitmonkey. And yes, Hitmonkey's purple will be more effective with that team because I think Chasm and Gargantos will tank over Hitmonkey. I think the only tiles that Hitmonkey will be matching is red, which is what you want. So when you're ready to use his purple, use it. Best 2-day PvP simulator team. I mean, I'm going to say Okoye just because of the damage increase. It's always going to be a thing. Okoye is always going to be there. Obviously, she's not meta anymore. But Okoye, Hitmonkey, and honestly, pair him with whoever you want. He's a great support character. He's a great, character-specific targeting character. Like, he's a great character overall. I will be pulling for him myself because I hate dealing with Chasm, Immortal Hulk, even though I have them myself. The matches take 30 to 40 minutes each, which I don't want. But yeah, and yet again, I'm gonna put my tinfoil hat back on here. just put the art back up there. People are going to use your guys' art for thumbnails regardless. Like, I've seen other people make videos on why other gacha games do this when they start realizing people are making videos of their game, supporting their game, giving their game free publicity, you know, reaching out to other people in their communities when they don't have to. Like, put the art back up here. We're going to use it regardless. We're going to find a way. It doesn't matter. Just make sloppy art if you guys don't want us using your art for thumbnails. But yeah, overall, I think the character is very solid. He, you know, all of his abilities are amazing. Best build, 553. Pair him with whoever you guys want. I'm not gonna, I genuinely feel like I don't have to give a best 2-day PvP team or 3-day PvP team. You guys already know what it is. Yeah, I think that's about it for this video, guys. As always, catch you guys in the next one. Peace.